Hello, this is Pastor Stu, and I wanted to give you a little update on something that's meant a lot to me these last few weeks, and that is Foodnet. I know many of you have participated in Foodnet, but we've made some changes. Foodnet now is at our own site here, and the garage in the back is no longer a garage, it's a Foodnet site. And so we use that to house all the equipment that we need each week for Foodnet. And so it begins about 8:30 each week as we prepare, and people start lining up a little after 9 o'clock, and they start driving through right at 9:30. And we had a record number this last week here at Zion, at least, and that is at our place. We had 100 cars come through. And so there's a great need, there's a great opportunity. And I want you just to see some pictures of what goes on there. This is one of the first weeks that we operated there. The food all gets pre-boxed now so that we can put it in cars as they come by. And you'll notice that there's usually a huge bread table. It's about as much bread as people can take, and all kinds of goodies, pies, milk, meats, cheese, fruits and vegetables, you name it. There's all kinds of stuff that gets donated from local stores and that we give away every week. And you can see in the pictures that people are wearing masks and we're being safe. And so we're doing it kind of a touch-free way. People open up their trunks and we just give them stuff or ask them what they'd like and put it in the trunk and they drive away. And so this is the routine every week at Foodnet. There's Jose. Jose is one of the stalwarts who helps keep the line moving, and he gets all the names and numbers and writes them down each week. And of course, you might recognize a couple of these volunteers. This is the miscellaneous table, just things we don't know how to classify, but they're there to be given away. The line now actually goes all the way up the south side of the building. And in fact, usually when it begins now, there are two lines and then they alternate because we have so many cars that are coming through at that very beginning. In fact, not only does it go all along the south side, but we see that it also goes along the other side of the building. And you can see here the inside that's been renovated of that garage. Now it's filled with Foodnet items. And so when you see all these cars and you see all these people, be reminded that these are real people. And many of them are new to Foodnet, and many of them are actually from our neighborhood. We had somebody, first time I know, Jill and Leah said they had received these kind of notes before, but I'd never received one before. And this was addressed to Zion. It's addressed to you. And this was someone who is a neighbor. They live within a few blocks of our location. And they wrote this: Zion, thank you to all the volunteers who helped with the Foodnet distribution. We wanted to make sure the church knew how much we appreciated you hosting the event. We will put everything we received to good use during these difficult times. We feel very blessed to live in such a wonderful community. Thank you. And it's signed by a family who's a neighbor of Zion. We're meeting new people. We're meeting needs. It's easy to do. And you can, whether it's once a year or once a quarter or once a month, you can be a part of this. And especially during COVID, again, we all want to be safe and we're doing it in a very safe way. But it's so important for us to remember we are transformed by God's grace, and then we are called to pour our lives out for others. And this is a very simple way to see what a difference we can make just in a couple of hours on a Saturday morning. All right, check it out. This is Pastor Stu signing off.